Y'all woke me up in the Discord this morning talking about this, and I couldn't really believe what I was reading. I was like, man, fucking prove it. I was like, how? How? How could these two still have beef after all this time? Fucking prove it, man. I don't believe you. And so, yeah, they put a link in the Discord, and sure as shit, here we are. I can't imagine why. I can't imagine having a beef with someone for this long. Then again, I could. I would just have to put myself in the shoes of Benzino. But I was told of some things. I was informed. I haven't seen this video, but I was informed of Church doing some not so nice things, allegedly. I don't know. Apparently, he doxed Mr. Calhoun, or maybe he doxed somebody else, and I guess he's just still picking fights with Mr. Calhoun for unknown reasons. Hopefully, we can figure that out in this video. Given the title of it, I'm pretty sure it's going to be half about Charlie Kirk and half about Mr. Calhoun. The fact that it's about Mr. Calhoun is kind of the reason I'm here. I don't really want to cover anything Charlie Kirk related because it's just going to piss me off. So let's see. All right. Got this video titled September 11th, 2025.
All these fake ass alpha males, y'all all sticking out like sore thumbs. It's bad. Like your costume don't even fit no more, motherfucker. It don't. Like, look at this fucking dude. Fucking friends, buddies, pals. Hey, well, they're canceling me. I guess I'm getting canceled. Hi. Hey, got friends. Well, I guess they're canceling me. Nobody is canceling you. There's no reason to cancel you. You're not big enough. You're not influential enough to be quote unquote canceled. You know why people get canceled? People get canceled because their influence is too big and too true, and their influence has withstood the test of time for a very long time. Those people get canceled because they're speaking some sort of truth and other people don't like it. Like, you're not getting...
Nah, man, I disagree. I feel like you can still be canceled and not be a famous person. Look at all the people, all the normal, everyday, regular Joe type fucking people that are losing their jobs because of comments they made about Charlie Kirk. Man, you don't have to be influential to get canceled. You don't have to be an icon to get canceled. There's no prerequisite for getting canceled. It can happen to anybody, especially in the digital age and in the world of the fucking internet where everybody sees everything you post. And when it comes to Adam Calhoun saying, well, they're canceling me again, I never really took that seriously. Kind of how I never take it seriously whenever Tom McDonald says, oh, guys, I'm getting shadow banned again. Make sure you check out the new song. He's not getting shadow banned. And if he was, the shadow ban system fucking sucks because he's still raking in 4.3 million views per video. That's not a shadow ban. Come on, that's just some shit he says to create some kind of FOMO for his viewers or his listeners and whatever. That's just a strategy, really. And it's just clickbait at the end of the day. That's all. That's how I've always ever seen it. I don't really ever take that shit seriously. I don't know why you are.
Canceled. You can do this. Oh, hey, I'm getting canceled, but you're not powerful enough or smart enough to get canceled. I'm sorry. You're just not. Their whole personas are crumbling right now. I just watched Adam Calhoun make an hour-long video and not say a fucking thing. The title was Charlie Kirk. Mm-hmm. And then Adam proceeds to say why everything is wrong with America. All this violence and all these guns. What is going on around this town? Motherfucker, have you bumped your fucking head? Just yesterday you was on a live being like, dude, if I got to, fuck that dude. I'll pull up and I'll shoot him in the fucking chest. You said that the other day. And now today you're like, dude, I've just been crying because all this fucking death and violence.
I mean, did it occur to you that maybe he woke up? Maybe he woke up. It's one thing to just like You're like, yeah, fuck that shit, and it's just talking, really. And at the end of the day, that's all anyone is on the internet, is just talking, right? But when some shit actually happens, man, or some tragedy happens, or some wild shit happens, your views change, your perspective changes. Hell, maybe even your whole attitude changes. The attitude of every single American changed on 9/11. You remember that, church? Because you made this video on that day, 24 years ago, over 3,000 people died, right? Every single perspective, attitude, way of thinking, logic, all that shit for every single person in this country on that day, it changed. Everyone became a different person. Everyone viewed the world differently. Everyone viewed this country differently. Everyone viewed our enemies differently, right? It changed everything. So sometimes when something catastrophic happens, it can change you. Can it change you overnight? I don't know. It could, yeah, maybe. And maybe Adam finds himself in that camp where he just changed overnight. Maybe this was just such an event where he just decided to turn it over. I just watched a video by him yesterday where he said he's quitting the internet. I don't know how much I believe him, because he's been saying for the past 7 years that he was quitting rap. But still, you know what I mean? Like, you just have to wait and see what he does with the new shit that he says instead of jumping on it immediately, because it is possible for people to change up the way they think, change up the way they view life. You know, something happens to them. Maybe they see something, right? Like, dude, I'm not the same person before I joined the service that I was after I joined the service. That whole ordeal, that whole point in my life, it changed me completely. It made me a different person. It made me think different. It made me act different. It made me speak different. Like, it changed my outlook on every fucking thing.
You are declining 100%. Your ability to speak has gone down the drain. I seen that last video. Would you title it? Oh, go figure. Charlie Kirk. You named this video Charlie Kirk. And the first 20 fucking minutes, really the whole thing, but the first 20 minutes is the fucking most crucial. You ain't saying jack shit. You shaking that ass for a fucking daytime Emmy is what you're doing. With your fucking... just all the violence. Like you didn't just fucking have a whole fucking 10 years of you releasing rap songs and be like, I'll fucking pull up and I'll shoot the motherfucker. You don't know who the fuck you are. You have no fucking idea who the fuck you are. So
I get where you're coming from, you know, calling him a hypocrite, you know, all this time you talking about gangbanging, all this time you did in prison. But I will say that in those 10 years of him talking and rapping about it, how many crimes did he commit? How many times did he go to jail? How many times did he show his ass? Right? Kind of a reformed dude, really, using his music as an outlet for what he's been through. You should know something about that. At the end of the day, I feel like you're taking Adam Calhoun's music more seriously than I'm taking Adam Calhoun's music, because the gangbanging music, the gangster music, the violent music, I only ever see it as entertainment. I only ever see it as, oh shit, he said he was gonna peel his muffin cap back blue. That's that crazy bar, right? I never look at it past that. I never think to like be like, oh, this person, like if I see 50 Cent not behaving or acting like he does in his music videos, I'm not gonna call him fake, or I'm not gonna call him, oh, that dude's full of shit. No, that's just a persona. That's just something you put on for the cameras, like for the music videos. And obviously he has the history behind him to be able to speak on those things. No one wants to hear jail raps or violent raps from someone who's never been to jail or been violent, right? So Adam can speak to that, and he does in the music. You can still make that kind of music and be a stand-up person. You can still make that kind of music and still advocate for good and still be a positive, you know, influence. Like Tupac had the same fucking music, but I saw several videos of him advocating for actual good shit, speaking in regards to actual good shit, and just like, I don't know, being a solid role model, even though his music said everything to the contrary.
Rapper, the fucking doing rapping, talking about guns and shooting and killing and gangster shit. And then you have a post on your wall that says, love is not an emotion that comes easy to me. But then you make a video saying you've cried all goddamn day over someone you do not know.
I don't think it's not that simple, church. What happened to Charlie is basically the other half of the country basically saying what they want to do to us. They don't want to debate, they don't want to talk, they don't want to share ideas. They want to shoot us, dog. They want to kill us because of what we think, man. And for the longest time, it was okay when they were just calling us bigots and Nazis and racists. We can take it, whatever. It's just words. But now they're shooting at us, church. They're shooting at us. That, like, dude. And yeah, people got emotional about it, man. People got emotional because Taylor Swift and fucking Travis Kelce got engaged. I think that's ridiculous, but if you want to do that, go ahead. Man, I'm not going to mock you for it. Well, I kind of did, because that is kind of stupid. I guess I am a hypocrite there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and the reason you feel emotion, church, and the reason you cry is because it's sad. Man, it's sad. I'm not going to lie. Whenever I sat there and watched Erica Kirk, I think that's his wife's name, give that speech about Charlie not too long after his death, I did shed a tear because it made me feel bad. Her daughters are going to grow up without a father, man. And the way that I saw him die, it made me feel bad. The only people I've ever seen die that gruesomely are battle buddies of mine in the service. That shouldn't happen to everyday Americans. That shouldn't happen to any of us, right? So you see that, and you see someone so young, 31 years old, get snuffed out just like that. It makes you feel a certain kind of way, man.
I mean, come on. And you know, in the grand scheme of things, we all stick our foot in our mouth. We all contradict ourselves. But usually,
I will agree, yeah.
There's humongous gaps in between that people claim we contradict ourselves. Really, it's you just fucking growing up and you're maturing.
So you're putting a time limit on growing up, maturing, gaining perspective. You're putting a time limit. You think that it's completely impossible for someone to do a 180 overnight. Is that impossible? You tell me in the comment section, right? I've completely switched up 180 on things that I believed in, really, because, you know, I did mature. But there is no time limit on maturing. You think like, oh, 6 months to a year has to pass or something like that. Nah, man, you can straight up flip tomorrow. But as long as it's for the better and in a right direction and positive, then whatever. I've seen people flip for the worst even faster. So like...
And you're changing the way you think about stuff. Simple as that. But when you said something yesterday that contradicts something you said today...
Well, now the burden is on you, church. The burden is on you to continue watching Mr. Adam to see what he does after that statement. And if he contradicts himself after the fact, then yes, whatever the hell you're saying has merit. But as of right now, let it happen. Let it happen, and then after some weeks, after some months, but you couldn't wait, could you? You were just like, oh, nope, wait, nope, you said some shit yesterday, and now you're saying, dog, just wait. Wait to see if he will live by the words that he is now currently speaking.
It's a whole different form of contradicting yourself. It's a problem. Another thing. It's always another thing with these goddamn people. So, you claim to be on top of shit. You know everything about doing Americanism. Well, you didn't talk about the Denver, Colorado school shooting today, or yesterday now. You didn't talk about that. You just was like, dude.
I didn't talk about it today either, church, because I'm just learning about it right now as I watch this video. I didn't know about that. There's always something happening in this country, church. There's always a shooting, there's always a stabbing, there's always a carjacking. I think the only thing we don't see on a daily fucking basis is bank robberies. Because they're so hard to pull off. But
I might cry about a dude I don't even know nothing about. He does YouTube. What do you mean do? You mean pretend be sad? Well, I'm not a fucking pretender like you. I'm not gonna pretend be sad. I'm gonna evaluate the situation and I'm gonna give suggestions on how it could be fixed. It's what any normal motherfucker would do. No, not you, Adam. Not you. You're not made for this. You're not made to be... I know you think you're a public figure, but just because your fucking Facebook says public figure doesn't make you a public figure. Just like Deerdorf's, when his Instagram says life coach, he's not a fucking life coach at all whatsoever. He doesn't... he's just not, okay? You kind of guys have a lot of insecurities, which is why you have high school insults like, look at this dude, he's got fat on him. Good one. Look at this dude, he ain't going out partying with bitches. He ain't got no bitches. That's because we have wives.
You know,
it's because we have lives. I could sum you motherfuckers up with a Brad Paisley song. 'Cause I'm so much cooler online. Yeah, y'all are cooler online. Because you get to be the opposite of what you are. You and all your buddies. That's what y'all are doing. You're getting to, in your head, you're making up for the years that you couldn't look like that. Because, well, that was when you was in school. Well, in school, you're around other people all the time. On the internet, you're around your goddamn self. And your lunch table is just full of duplicate versions of you, telling you what you want to hear at your lunch table.
There's a whole nother me that you need to see.
that whole last minute, I'm kind of fucking lost. I don't know what we're talking about now. I have no idea where we've gone. Maybe it's because I'm a little baked. I'm not sure.
I'm going to quote Broadnecks, because Broadnecks separated from all y'all. Ain't been seen since. Gone bye-bye. One thing Broadnecks always said that stuck with me was, baby, it's about accountability. Now, granted, I have no fucking idea what he was talking about or who he was talking about. But I do know this. I know what accountability means. It's pretty much a euphemism for responsibility. Well, Adam, you and your buddies, not Broadnecks, because he's separated from you guys, your ability to respond lets me know where you're at on the man spectrum.
But what are they responding to? I need y'all to fill me in. I need y'all to fill me in the comment section. I'm down to read. I don't care. Make it long. Fuck it. Like, what are they even responding to at this point? Why are they responding? What are they responding to? What are they responding for? In what regards? Regarding what are they responding to? And you know, you did say at the beginning of the video, like Adam made like an hour-long video, and he titled it Charlie Kirk, and the first 20 minutes he said nothing. Well, Church, you titled this September 11th, and not once have you given any kind of cohesive thoughts about Charlie or September 11th. In the past, I don't know, 8 minutes that we've been here, you're kind of guilty of the same thing.
What, you think it's doing muscleism? Sorry, brother, that's not gonna work. People chop their dicks off and turn them into vaginas. Now, I don't give a fuck how much weight you lift. I don't care how much weight you lift. I don't care how many fucking tattoos you have. I don't care how many fucking hooligan, fucking degenerate thugs.
Guys, is Adam Calhoun still fucking with Church? Be honest. Don't fuck with me. Don't blow smoke. Don't speak from a place from emotion. Be straight. Is Adam Calhoun still entertaining Upchurch in the slightest? Because if Adam Calhoun is still entertaining this shit, then that's fucking his fault. This is his fault right here. Whatever's happening on this screen. But if he's not entertaining this at all, and he hasn't been, and y'all can't even point me to a video or a comment where he is continuously giving this attention, then Church, I think it's time we hang this shit up, buddy. I think it's time we retire this saga, this particular chapter in both of y'all's lives. I said this forever ago, but I think you're dead set on not listening or not giving a shit. I don't know.
None of you can own guns legally, so that don't mean shit. But in all seriousness, it's how y'all choose to talk, and it's what y'all release to people that you think is something good. Like, you think you're speaking good. You think you're a good speaker, and Deerdorf thinks he's a life coach.
I think that instead of you continuing to make these videos about Adam Calhoun, you should just be better. Lead by example and show him what he should be doing. Because right now, all you do is just tell him everything he's doing wrong and everything that he's not. Why don't you just show him how to be? Fuck all this nonsense. Lead by example. Show all these motherfuckers that are fucking with you or that don't like you or that are trying to keep you down or that are trying to hinder your career. I don't know. Show them the right way. I don't know, man. Or just keep doing this. There really is no sweat off my back. This is wild.
You can tell a lot about a person, actually every fucking thing about a person, on how they speak. And y'all motherfuckers ain't saying shit. How you speak reveals how much life you've taken in, how much you understand, how much you back out of things and look at something non-biasedly based on what some popular guy said or what the news said. Are you able to back out of all that and make a decision on something yourself? Well, I can tell you right now, Adam and his whole buddy system he's got going on, they don't say jack shit for their fucking self. They all look at each other, and when one of them goes, then they're like, yeah, dude, yeah, fucking, fights. Even though they ain't no fights or videos of me doing fighting. One, I got mollywopped by a crackhead. Yeah, which revealed you can't fight, motherfucker. It's the whole group. It's all of y'all. You're all insecure, which is why you huddled together like penguins. If insecurity was a temperature that was very cold, well, then you would see why all y'all were huddled together going, hey, dude, tattoos and fights? Yeah, fuck. And the other one's like, yeah, tattoos and fights. You're all fucking losers in real life. You know that? Think about this. Okay, in the military, they train guys to go overseas and grow beards and not take a shower for a fucking week and stink and wear turbans. And they get on a camel and they ride around town. Wherever they're at, they know the language really good. They learn the language. They got an accent down. And they're simply there to gain intel. Intel for why? Intel so they can map out the system on how this area works. And they can learn shit. And they learn everything about this place and everything about this system. And they give that intel to someone else that can use it because they need to use it.
Bert, if you guys aren't tracking, he's talking about special forces. He said the military. And when you say military, that's pretty broad and all-encompassing. But what Upchurch just described is akin to special forces. Not everyone in the military is doing something like that. It's like a very small percentage. What he's talking about is special forces, just to let you guys know. I was also in the military, so don't think just because he said that I too went over there, hopped on a fucking camel, and yeah, no.
Right. Okay. Now, look at America. Look at America's timeline. America's past personality. America's past drive. And most importantly, their pride in this place. Old America. Okay? Well, that old America has shrunk down to the South. That's it. Most people that are in really large groups or demographics that are old world America are all in the South. Now, granted, there are, other individuals elsewhere in America, even California, Michigan, everywhere. But they're mostly in the South because we are still living by old America morals and rules. The South is also...
I don't know, man. Have you been to Atlanta recently? I don't like going there. Not even a little bit. I actually get angry if I find myself having to go anywhere near Atlanta.
It sounds kind of like dressing in a turban and riding a camel and gaining intel, doesn't it? It does. So what we're seeing and have been seeing is people take on the I'm country character, right? Okay, well, here's the thing. These people are using being country as a costume. Being country, like actually being country, is like a whole skill set. It's a whole lifestyle. It's a whole... You have... Rich means something different. It doesn't mean money. Our priorities are straight from an early age. Like, I know 17-year-olds that are fucking, like, millionaires, like, legally, just because they invested in some fucking farm equipment and paid the fucking loan off. It's a different world here. So you have to ask yourself this: why? Like, what is the reason for it? Well, if they're putting on the costume of I'm country, yeehaw, well, you're not fooling any fucking country people unless you ain't gotta show the skill set of being a country person. You ain't gotta stand in front of people and prove that you are who you say you are. We are the countrymen. You're just trying to act like a country dude. And that's only for one reason.
Are we still talking about Adam? I think, right? I've never gotten the vibe from Adam as much as I've seen from him that he wants to be a country dude. The only vibe I ever get from Adam is that who I see on the screen is who I would probably see in real life. The way he speaks, the way he behaves, his mannerisms, his thought process, his logic. He just seems like a dude to me. I really do feel that I would be able to point that shit out, and I don't get that shit from Adam. You just find something. You just don't like him. He did make that one country song, and I think he tried to dive into a country album or whatever, which I didn't listen to because that's not what I want to hear from Adam. And having grown up in Southeast Georgia, I've seen some fake ass little country boys before. Freshman year, they wore like skinny jeans and Skechers, right? And then we get out for the summer, and then the following school year comes around, and they're in a tank top, jeans, and cowboy boots. And I'm like, the fuck happened to you? Right? We were in Southeast Georgia, dog. That's what happened. From the jump, I don't think I've ever seen Adam Calhoun dress differently. I don't know, man. And to be honest, I don't really care. I'm just here to watch this. I'm just here to speculate, give my thoughts, but
it's to sway people a certain way with the politics. They're gonna try to wear that costume and sabotage politics to try to confuse actual folks in the country, and it's not gonna work. The costume wearers are banking on this. They're banking on overcomplicating everything. Out here in the country where time goes slow, our brains don't let whoever is doing it overcomplicate everything and confuse everybody.
I'm not gonna lie, Church. I've felt confused a couple times in this video.
Life is simple. Our life.
But that's just that might not be because of you. That might just be because I'm so far out of the fucking loop here that you're referencing a lot of things that I just have no knowledge of.
Are perfect, and we're happy in the simple way that it is. When we see people that are trying to overcomplicate everything, we just look at you like you're fucking deranged, because you are. You've been infected by this, the whole propaganda, public figure, famous dude. Oh, goddamn, someone's taking a fucking picture. Y'all have been ruined by that. And we have not. So what kind of people do you want advising the country? Probably the actual country people. Adam, Deerdorf, and any of your other fucking stupid fucking friends. You motherfuckers can say whatever you want, but it's not gonna be better than what I say. And it's not gonna be more truthful than what I say.
I don't know, man. You know, that kind of gives me vibes from that one news station. Remember? I can't remember the anchor's name, but it was this one news station where the anchor was basically saying, you can only get your news from here, right? Only listen to us. Don't listen to these independent media outlets. Don't listen to these YouTubers. If you do, you're stupid and it's fake and it's not real. You should only get your news from us. And when I heard him say that, I was just like, you gotta be out of your goddamn mind. Like, remember the movie My Cousin Vinny, where he's not really prepared to face the judge at all, and the judge asks him, he's like, counselor, your statement? And he gets up there and he goes, basically everything that guy just said is bullshit. And he goes and sits back down, and then he gets held in contempt. That shit's fucking hilarious. I suggest, man, let them be and just go do your own thing, man. And my question is Adam said that he's quitting the internet. Whether you want to believe that or not, let's just say that it happens. What do you do when that happens? Who's the next target? I'm assuming you're gonna have one. You always have a target. There's no shortage of people fucking with you, I guess, I suppose. And I've been in this situation before, church, where like you're feeling some kind of way, or maybe like you're annoyed or you're angry, and maybe you just want these motherfuckers to feel the same way you do, right? You're just gonna like say all this shit to them. I do the very same thing, but I do it with telemarketers. I do it with the people that be blowing up my phone about fucking health insurance. I'll say a whole bunch of shit, get a whole bunch of anger off my chest in their direction, try to make them feel bad, right? And I'll spam text message them like, fuck you, fuck you. They probably don't get it. They're probably not even reading it. It's probably going to fucking nowhere, really. But I'm just like, fuck you, stop texting me, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. And then after about 5 minutes of that, I'm just like, man, these motherfuckers aren't going to respond to me. And the chances of them seeing it, I don't even know if they saw it. And if they did see it, they're not responding. Fuck it, not worth my time, whatever. At least I got that out, right? I've been doing that shit with scammers and stuff like that. I'll return the call and be a dick. Or just like be a little menace, right? Like you want to fucking waste people's time and shit like that. So like, I get the sentiment. I probably know how you feel a little bit. Like I understand, but like, dude, at what point do you realize that these motherfuckers don't care, and they don't care in the same way that you don't fucking care? So it seems that y'all have reached an impasse, and it seems that Adam Calhoun realized that ages ago, and it seems that you haven't realized that yet. So all this stuff, man, it just really feels like you're spinning your tires when your time could better be spent elsewhere doing other things. And maybe you are doing other things. But I'll tell you what, man, over the course of time, and especially in my Discord and in my community, and just like videos I've seen in the past, I read the comment section. Even your most loyal fans, bro, they're just like, dog, what are you doing? And I went through that, man, on my old channel. I made pivots for the worst. The first channel I had that had like 70,000 subscribers, I made pivots for the worst. Right? I made mistakes. I did things with my channel that I shouldn't have done. I put out content that I shouldn't have been putting out, right? And at the time, I was stupid and didn't familiarize myself very, very well with the rules, and that's what fucking happens. But guess what? I've pivoted yet again, but in a better, more positive. Not to say positive. I still have my moments.
I don't have to lie. I don't have to look good. All I have to do is tell you what it is, and you'll know exactly who the fuck I am. And that involves 0 fucking lies. And to anyone out there that believes the the stereotype of people in the South, We mock y'all so much that you don't even see it. And we think that's funny. Hell, we even put it on tag plates. Look at this. Tennessee.gov. Look at this tag. Ain't that cool? Crusade against darkness. Adam, you don't know what a crusade or a crusader is, Mr. America. Crusade against darkness. Funds used exclusively in furtherance of the organization's activities in the state and its mission to help save eyesight for residents of Middle Tennessee. Is it because some people believe in everything they see? I don't know. It could be for just regular eyesight, though. I don't know. To all my Tennesseans out there, I encourage you, if you're on the good side of things in Tennessee, if you're a crusader, then go on down there to the fucking revenue office and get you a Crusaders Against Darkness tag. Because whilst all these motherfuckers can act like they do and they can put HB in their fucking bio for free, you gotta have a Tennessee fucking license and a Tennessee residence to have this fucking tag. And that's something that the fakes can't fucking get. But anyways, I hope y'all have a good morning. I hope you have a good day. Think about the shit that I just said. Not all day, but just think about it for a minute, all right? For real. And let's stop giving attention to these motherfuckers that ain't got shit to say. How about that? The ones that don't know who they are, the ones that ain't leading America in any good direction.
Yeah, church, well, at least they tried. Man, I did watch a video about Adam Calhoun where he did talk about Charlie Kirk and he did talk about a whole bunch of shit, man, about how, yeah, there is a fucking problem in this fucking country. There is a huge problem in this country, and it's past words, it's past debate, it's turned into something ugly, right? And at least he tried, man. Gave his thoughts on a very, very public event that happened. You could have done the same thing, but you didn't. I feel like I don't know why you're trying to gatekeep so hard and why you're trying to gatekeep these specific individuals so hard. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but the older I get, the bigger believer I am with just letting someone hang themselves with their own rope. I don't have to fight with you. I don't have to argue with you. I don't have to. We don't have to do this, man. Just I'm gonna do me. And if you're doing bad, eventually you'll fuck up. And dog, I don't know why, but for some reason your video is age restricted. I don't know why. I don't know what you could have said in this video that would have caused it to be age restricted. And church, I just want to tell you something, man. I've been noticing this for a while now, but have you noticed that anytime you upload something that's not music, it does significantly worse than when it is music? It's natural. You're a musician. Naturally, more people are gonna show up for your music than your ramblings, even if your ramblings are funny. There is a very, very big disparity between your music and your not music shit as of late. Whereas in, I don't know, let's rewind the clocks back 5 years where you weren't fucking with other artists, you weren't fucking with other musicians, you were just fucking with people that were trashing your songs in a disingenuous way. Remember that? And I remember those videos. They were getting like 300, 400. Hell, the fucking Spaz Reacts video that you did, that had well over 1 million. And now anytime you upload something of that nature, like the days of old, it 50, 60, 70,000, 40,000. I know you don't care, man. I know you don't care about the views, but you at least have to, at the very least, acknowledge that you have lost a significant amount of goodwill with your people. That they just don't care anymore. Are there some videos in here that are good? Yeah, probably. There's probably a good bit of them in here that are good. But the continuous shit with Adam, bro, right here, this is where it was fun. Where it was just like the diss tracks. That's fine. But then it goes beyond the diss tracks. Now we're just like video after video after video after video after video. And bro, you have to at the very least admit that like this shit is like a tad bit obsessive. It kind of borders on harassment at this point. I don't know. And then in comparison, I just want to check because I'm so fucking curious. Here's Adam's channel. And the difference between Adam's channel and your channel is that while yes, Adam also uploads shit that's not music related, like they shot Trump, Kamala can't beat Trump, you know, his videos, Eminem with the real Slim Shady, please sit down, stuff like that. Here's the difference. He's uploading videos that his people want to see, or that just people want to see in general, right? Macklemore says fuck America and white people, right? This is, dude, Church, as much as you hate it, this is his shtick, okay? Not only is he a rapper, but even if you don't like to admit it, Adam Calhoun, you are also a commentator on a lot of this stuff. You know, that's what you would be if we erased all the music from your channel, a commentator, just like me, right? Just like all of us that get on here and give our thoughts and opinions on either current events or just shit that happens or just stuff on the internet, right? So the difference is he's doing all this other stuff, right? Time to draw a line in the sand and all this stuff. But he's not talking about you. He's not hyper-focused on one individual. He made a video about Eminem. He made a video about Trump, Macklemore. He gives his opinions, and you're basically trying to gatekeep him and say that his opinions are invalid because he's a fake country boy, because he's not a real Southerner. Dude, to be honest, I don't even know what that means. I don't care what you look like and where you're from. Give your opinion, and I'll make my judgments after I hear your opinion. For instance, if your opinion is stupid, I'll tell you. I'm not going to be like, oh, you can't give your opinion because you're not where I'm from. You're not as country as me. You're not this. You're faking. Even if you're faking, give me your opinion. And if you have a sound opinion, we can talk about that and agree on that opinion. And even if you're faking, if you give me a dumbass opinion, I'll tell you it's stupid because I just go based off of that. I don't go based off of what you look like, where you're from, and where you've been. I don't know. That's just my whole 2 cents on this, really. I saw that there was another video. Y'all did tell me that he had uploaded a video prior to this, but I figured that this would have been more all-encompassing, especially if it's about the same thing. If y'all want me to watch that other video, by Church, let me see what it's called. It was called Nothing to See Here. This one, it's like 6 minutes. That was from a month ago, though, so if I watch that, I'll probably be more lost in that one than I was in this one. Tell me, am I lost because there's just like information that I don't know, or am I lost because that 19 minutes worth of a video was just hard as fuck to track? I don't really know. All right, man, let me know what y'all thought in the comment section. Those are all my thoughts. I'll see y'all later.